Where do you stand with that man? Should he be incarcerated for taking the law into his own hands, or praised for protecting our city?
I think he should be locked up with arrest.
Come join us for the adventures of Pride Coaster Club. For the adventures of Pride Coaster Club.
We're here at Great America. I just subscribed to Pride Coaster Club, and you should too.
So, I decided to come back to Six Flags Great America today because today is the last day of my crazy coaster trip for the summer. It's been pretty epic and pretty awesome in so many ways. So I might as well come back to one of my favorite parks again for like another day before it's so much farther away again. So with that said, I'm gonna go get my day started. I think I'm gonna go get some lunch already because it's like almost noon and just kind of want something. So let's head on over and find out what's scrumptious. I mean, it wouldn't be going to Six Flags if I didn't go to Chop Six. So let's get some Chinese food. You so know it's all about the orange chicken. Orange chicken just sounded amazing with some fried rice and of course a fortune cookie. Don't ever forget to bring your cup too so you can fill it up. So let's get some orange chicken goodness. Well, you can't ever really go wrong going to Chop Six. It was actually super good. Like the orange chicken was very flavorful, it was very yummy, and it just had like an all around like good vibe to it. So I mean, one of the better things you get when you come to Six Flags, always Chop Six, at least in this park. One of the other ones, not so much, but this one here, for sure, at Great America, super good. Won't mention the other one. It's in one of my Foodies of Six Flags videos, so if you guys have seen that one, then you know which one I'm talking about. So it was always a good way. I mean, fried orange chicken and fried rice. How can you go wrong? Well, with that said, I'm off to the next part of my adventure. I think I'm gonna go ride Raging Bull, because I love Raging Bull. So much so, because it's just an awesome, awesome ride. Raging Bull time! Let's head on in.
Upside down, not once, not twice, but 30,957,520 times. Goodbye.
Raging Bull. There's so many reasons why it's so incredibly awesome. Like, it's just so much fun when you ride it. You get so much crazy airtime in the back row. Like, this is one of my favorite hyper coasters out of all of them. Like, it's just a good time. Like, there's so many cool elements to this ride, and like, it's got everything that you could want on a hyper coaster. I mean, it's just an amazing ride from start to finish. So I'll always give it a ride whenever you're at Great America. Well, I'm gonna head over and get a ride on Viper because I didn't get the right Viper yesterday and I was kind of bummed about that. So I'm gonna head over and give Viper a ride. Oh yeah, time to feel the Viper bite. Viper was totally awesome. So much good ejector airtime and just a super fun coaster in general. I love it so much. And you know, just the fact that I've gotten to ride it forwards and backwards really does mean a lot to me because not many I can say that about. So with that said, Viper's off the list for today. And I think I'm gonna go get some Max Force just because I haven't ridden it yet. And Max Force is totally awesome. The story of Max Force's existence. Always down, them always chilling here behind the chain because Max Force isn't ready to be Max Forced.
During that initial launch, make sure you keep your mouth shut unless you want some brief and protein. Also during the initial launch, make sure you keep your head back and hands down. Once again, head back, hands down during the initial launch. Head back, hands down. Goodbye.
Max Force. What can I say? It seems like every time I do try to ride it, it's always down. I don't know why, but it's like always down. Thankfully, it opened back up like as I was walking away, so I actually got to give this ride today. I mean, for the ride, the most part, like I've been to this park a good handful of times, and it's been closed generally a lot of the time. I mean, it's just a typical S&S, I guess you can say. Like, same thing with Steel Curtain at Kennywood. Like, that coaster has always remained elusive to me too. I finally got to ride that one last year. It just took a couple tries and visits to the park. This one is just, I got a one ride like 3 years ago, and then this trip it's actually been successful. It's been open the last 2 days, so it's been pretty cool to be able to actually go ride this awesome launch coaster. This coaster is really cool. It's got a really powerful launch at the beginning, and like once it launches you, it just goes boom. So if they see any of the clips of it and where it's just going boom afterward, it's from the compressed air launch where it launches you. So I thought that was really cool, that just how loud it is. You can kind of hear it like all over the park, and it's definitely got a good amount of like hang time on some of like the inversions, and just the whole layout of this coaster is really cool, but very short, but very sweet at the same time. And then like I like how like when you're coming back into the station and like you hit the brake, it brakes you as you're going in. So it's just something that you kind of really don't expect at the same time. So always a good time with that, you know, it just Max Force. So well, I'm gonna go head over to the Gotham City section of the park because I want to go ride the Gotham City Light Rail, because why not? It just sounds like fun, and it's the last coaster in this park that I haven't ridden that's currently open, I should say. So I'm looking forward to that. Since the Demon's not open today, and it wasn't open yesterday, and it just doesn't look like they've ran it for a while. So unfortunately, it looks like the Demon's gonna remain elusive on this trip, but I've rode it before, so I'm not really super bummed about that. So let's go head over there and go to Gotham. So I totally found my way over to the Dark Knight coaster, the Gotham City Rail. Let's go ride some trains. Well, the Dark Knight coaster, it's always a good time in its own Dark Knighty type of way, or should I say down in the subway, since it pretty much does take place like that. I like the theming in there because it's just like, I don't know, it just adds a little bit more to what a Wild Mouse really is. So it just makes it a little bit more interesting and more fun that way. So I'm gonna keep on cruising, and I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna go. Maybe go ride Goliath or X-Flight, or maybe get something to eat, because I won't be in the park much longer. So let's go figure it out and get something fun. So before my next ride, I decided to get some lunch. So let's head on into JB's and get something good, because it wouldn't be a trip to Six Flags without going to JB's, right guys? This one's kind of cool actually. It feels like you're actually in like a Western building. Sports bar type of thing, I guess you can say. So I totally got myself the Texas burger here at JB's. It's got pulled pork on it, and onion ring, and some meat and sauce, and all kinds of good stuff on there. And some fries, of course. To be honest with you though, I'm really looking forward to this jalapenos. This looks super good, so let's bite into it, because you can't go wrong. Well, JB's is actually pretty good this time. I had the Texas burger, like I showed you guys. It had jalapenos, some pulled pork, barbecue sauce, and onion ring, the meat and the cheese. I mean, it was good. It wasn't like the most crazy, amazing burger I've ever had, but it was definitely a lot better than the other one I had at JB's the other day. So, win for Great America right there. And yeah, that was definitely a good experience for sure. So, with that said, I am gonna head on over to Raging Bull and get one last ride. Well, Raging Bull is always an awesome ride again. You can't ever go wrong with that. Seriously, ever. so much fun in so many different like hyper coaster ways. Well guys, that's gonna bring it to the end of today's adventure because I am actually out of here and I am gonna go see a Cubs game tonight because as much as I love hockey, I love baseball too. So gonna go check them out and cross off one of my things on my bucket list to go to Wrigley Field. Totally stoked on that. Well guys, if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe if you're on YouTube, as you never know what other random things I might film for you. As I'm hearing the cool demon music in the background. Love that so much so. Love you guys. Peace. I'm here at Wrigley Field. I came to watch the Cubs play tonight after this insanely crazy coaster trip that I've been on. I mean, the past like week, I've gone to Valley Fair, I've gone to Adventureland, Six Flags St. Louis, Worlds of Fun, Holiday World, Michigan's Adventure, and Six Flags Great America for a couple days. And I decided to come here just to close out this crazy like cool trip because I mean, you come to Chicago, you need to go to a Cubs game. I mean, it's just something that you should cross off your list. Super fun, super cool, and it's just has been a really insane adventure. So, you know, I couldn't have been more stoked, and I hope you guys enjoyed all of these videos that are gonna come out. I don't know when I'm gonna be editing this one, but it'll be at the end of it, so as you should see if you're watching it now. Well guys, if you make it out to Wrigley Field, you know, go Cubs. And if you go to Anaheim, let's go Ducks. Because hockey's better than baseball anyway, but baseball's still rad too. And just like the Cubs are. Love you guys. Hope you enjoyed all my content. Stay safe, beautiful, and amazing. And I'll see you at the next ballpark or the next park.
Come join us for the adventures of Pride Coaster Club. For the adventures of Pride Coaster Club.